What's going on, my boxing brothers and sisters? This is Major Key Monday, another edition. You already know it's gonna be litty, man. No lies in the thumbnail, man. We out here grinding, trying to get the faces of boxing. Whether it's the old guys that did it a different way from the younger guys, or whether it's the younger guys doing it the same way the older guys did it. We trying to bring y'all the nitty gritty, the real cut from a different cloth type of boxes up in this boxing channel, trying to educate everybody on how it's supposed to be done. Nobody's capping out here. Everybody out here that we trying to bring to the channel, real champions. Either they've been one or they're about to be one. You know what I'm saying? So without further ado, I'm not even going to waste any time with this because I respect this man's time. I'm going to go ahead and welcome my brother David Benavidez up in the building. What's going on, sir? How you doing?
What's up, man? First of all, I just want to thank you and all the fans that are watching. I appreciate everybody for their support. And what's up, man? How's it going on?
Oh, chilling, my brother. And I got Troy Graham, of course, up in the building. We're both going to be kind of tackling this. Let me get that camera right real quick. But yeah, what's called it, man. First and foremost, I appreciate you being here, man. A lot of people don't know about the details. They see you as a boxer right now. You know what I'm saying? They see you as a big threat. You're already two-time WBC champion. Explain to the people how you started off with boxing, first and foremost, for the people that don't know. Just educate them a little bit about your history and how you're in boxing right now.
Well, I started off in boxing when I was 3 years old, and the reason because is my brother, he's 5 years older than me. So, my brother got into it first. My brother and my father started to get the little training routine going on. And by the time I was born, I was always around them training. And I remember going, because we had a little gym in our garage, so I'd go to the garage, and then my dad, first he would tell me to leave, and then he's like, you know what, might as well train him. We might as well learn, make him learn something. So I just stayed there. That was basically my whole childhood boxing, since 3 years old all the way into now. I probably got like 21 years boxing, so it's really been my whole life.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And in those years of boxing, right?
Yeah.
What would you say for someone, because my major thing again is we're trying to drop keys for the up and comers. I have 9 children, if you didn't know that. All right, I have 9 children. So we trying to educate these kids on how to stay out of the streets and stuff like that. And what would you say is the biggest obstacle to sticking to boxing? To making a career out of it versus just an exercise.
Well, the biggest obstacle in the beginning is just to continue going. Just don't stop going. I mean, it is very hard once you get to that, to the elite level boxing. You have to run in the morning, you have to train at daytime at the gym, then you have to train again at night. So, all I would say is for the kids, dream big. That's the way I got myself to motivate myself. Is, you could reach greatness. Greatness is in front of you. All you have to do is put the work in. So, just going to the gym every day, and then just staying dedicated to boxing. That's the biggest obstacle. And after you get around that, then the sky's the limit for whoever.
That's what's up, man. And I'm gonna pass it off next to Troy, then to Guido, then to Mark Nash.
Okay.
All right, brother. I just want to tell you thank you for your time, man. We definitely appreciate it, man. Definitely appreciate it.
Of course. Thank you.
You know what? I got a what's called, I guess, a simple question for you, because I did some research on you and all that. Because at one point, as a young man, you were like 250, and now you're this big, bad 168-pound fighter that everybody doesn't really want to fight, right?
Yeah.
Why don't you tell that story, man, of that journey of going from that child that's 250 to the killer, to the killer you are now. Also, right? I saw a few of your fights, brother. You actually love what you do, man. You actually love what you do. You're a fighter's fighter.
No, definitely.
I see that energy in you.
Yeah, boxing, like I said, boxing's been my whole life. I love boxing with everything. I feel like if I wasn't a boxer, I would have to be something to include boxing. Maybe a referee, a judge, maybe something that, because I love boxing so much. But the reason why I gained so much weight, is because I've always been a big kid, ever since birth. Since 3 years old, I look like a 6-year-old. That's what my dad and my mom always used to joke around about, that I was always a big kid since I was a baby. So I had been training from 3 all the way until, when I gained all that weight, was 12 years old. And the reason is because my brother and my father moved away because, just to look for more opportunity. My brother, he was one of the best amateurs in the U.S. So I think they offered him, a place in Los Angeles to stay in with Freddie Roach. I think it was at the Wild Card. So they moved over there. But at the time, I was 12 years old, and I didn't really want to move. I didn't want to move away from my mom. So I stayed with my mom. I ended up staying with her. And, think about it. You're a kid that's trained his whole life, and then now you get a period of time where you don't have to train. You don't have to do nothing. I didn't even know what to do with my time. And I've always loved eating, so that's how I felt like I've always maintained my weight up to that point. Once, boxing was taken out, and I didn't want to box no more when I was 12, I just eating 4, 5, 6, 7 times a day, Taco Bell, ramen noodle soup, McDonald's, everything that's bad for you, I ate. And like within a year, man, I went up. At the time, I weighed like 180. And then like a year went by and I was 200. I first looked at myself in the mirror because I didn't really recognize myself anymore. I had gotten so big, my cheeks had gone so fat, and everybody used to make fun of me saying I looked like Fat Albert. You know what I mean? And I looked at myself and I didn't recognize myself. So I stepped on the scale and I was like 260 pounds. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I let myself get this big. So I called my dad, I called my brother, and I asked if I could go over there and start training to lose some weight. And they said, of course, come over here. They're happy to have me because I didn't live with them for a whole year, and I didn't see him in that whole year. My brother was in California, he was about to turn pro, doing all this stuff, to prepare for his professional debut. So I didn't see him. And then, and then one thing too, the thing that really, pushed me to lose the weight and get motivated is I was in class one day. I was in, what was it? I think it was 5th grade or 6th grade, something like that. And then they started talking about boxing. And remember at the time I was 12 years old. I probably had like 9 years boxing. And I told everybody like, yeah, I know how to box. I've been boxing for 6 years. And everybody started laughing at me, man. Like, oh, this kid's super fat. How could he have 9 years boxing? He's so fat. And that just pissed me off because like, all the work I did to that point, it didn't really mean nothing to all these people because they're laughing at me. They're saying I'm lying because I'm fat, that I haven't boxed. So that was just like the last straw. And then I went over there to California, and then my dad, we started training, just to lose weight. I mean, we're just picking up back where we had left off at. I've been gone for a year, so we just started training, and it took me like about a year and a half, man. I think I was like almost 14 years old, and I had hit like 180, 175. So then by that time, my dad, takes it upon himself to like, talk to me about, turning pro. And at the time, man, I didn't really have too much of an amateur career. I'd sparred, I had hundreds and hundreds of sparrings, but I didn't really have too much amateur fights. At the time, I only had like 7 amateur fights. And my dad wanted me to turn pro. I'm like, you know what? I don't really like school. I don't know what else to do. So fuck it. I'm going to go all in boxing. And from there, I started sparring. I think the first like world champion I sparred was Latif Coyote. I sparred him at 14. I was still like 190, somewhere around there. He was fighting at cruiserweight. So I sparred him. This was like the first professional champion I've ever, sparred. I sparred, amateurs and other pros back then, but not to like a champion. So I sparred him, man, and this dude was just super scary, and he hit really hard. But I knew what I had in me. I knew I had the talent, and I had the balls to stay there with these older champion men. You know what I mean? So I was 14 at the time, and I think that's where my dad really seen that, there's a possibility I could become a champion, because I'd always dreamed about being a champion, but I had never like. That's not what I wanted to do. I didn't want to be 100% a champion because I was a little kid. I didn't know what I wanted. But I think ever since my dad seen that sparring, he pushed me because he knew what I had in me. After that sparring, I sparred a whole bunch of other top, cruiserweights, light heavyweights, and then I went to go spar with Kelly Pavlik, and that was the one I'll never forget. I was 15.
Kelly Pavlik was nasty, wasn't he? He was nasty, bro.
He was nasty.
He was one of those dudes that I seen before he became a champion. I was like, he's gonna be a champion. Yeah, and sure enough, he knocked out Jermaine Taylor after getting dropped.
Yeah, he had some nasty power, man. I've always been a fan of Kelly Pavlik too because of his fight with Jermaine Taylor. Both of them fucking classics. And no, he let me spar him at 15 years old. I had just turned 15. Wow. That's why I remember it so good. But I was just so scared because I knew Kelly Pavlik. He's Kelly Pavlik. Yeah, I'm 15 years old. The only other person that could compare to Kelly Pavlik I sparred with Latif Coyote, and Latif Coyote was not Kelly Pavlik. Gotcha. So I'm like, I'm kind of nervous. I got that nervous energy, but I had trained, I prepared, and we did a great fucking sparring, man. It was amazing sparring, and that just gave me even more that gave me more confidence in myself. Not only that I knew that I had the power to be with the old veterans, you know, I could actually hurt them, you know, because I felt like I hit Kelly Pat with some good shots. I'm not gonna say I hurt him because I was 15 years old, but I hit him with some great shots. And then after that, you know, then my confidence keeps going higher and higher. You know, I'm sparring high level boxers, you know, light heavyweights, you know, super middleweights, heavyweights. And I think at one point I sparred Michael Hunter in Vegas, and you know, I beat him up too. And then I went to
breaking news.
Bro, that was a long time ago, bro. That's a long time ago. I was like 16 years old when that happened.
No, nevertheless, though, I don't think any one of us have heard that. So
that was long, yeah.
Great,
that stayed in that gym. It was in the Mayweather gym. So anybody who was there, they know what's up.
Yeah.
I had sparred Jay Leon Love that day, and I sparred some other dude that day too. So I mean, they know me really good at the Mayweather gym.
That's you definitely put in some work there.
But what I was gonna say, man, I got a big opportunity because my brother went to Big Bear, so I followed with him. I was 16 years old. I was about to turn pro.
Right.
And, you know, my brother's working there, and they're out of nowhere, this Russian guy comes. Or the Russian, Kazakhstan guy. I didn't know who he was. I was 50. That was before Golovkin made his U.S. debut. Mm-hmm. And then we're like, fuck, we don't got any work. We weigh 180. This guy weighs like 165. Like, you guys want to work? I was 15 years old, and I got in the ring with Golovkin, and we had an amazing sparring session, man. It was the sparring session was so good that he invited me to be his main sparring partner for like 5 years, the next 5 years. So I was just grateful to, you know, be able to work with Gennady Golovkin. And then since I sparred him, and I knew Gennady Golovkin at the time nobody was better than him. And, you know, that's why my confidence is so high, because I was there giving him work, man. I was giving him some great work.
No doubt. So I got Guido next, and then Mark, and then before I jump to Guido, just so you know, because Lisa Bell said, David, I love how you fight, especially the combinations. And then Kind of Local said a very underrated aspect of David is how he knows how to cut the ring off. He does this so perfectly you hardly notice it. So you know,
you guys, I appreciate the support, man. Thank both of you.
So and then somebody else says that you locked in on target. Dimitar says you locked in on target. So Guido, you go next, man. You on mute, by the way.
Yo quiero mandar un asaduro a ti, man. Thank you for coming, man. You know, we appreciate you for coming.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you.
You know what I'm saying? Doing your thing out there for la raza, you know what I mean? Saludos para la gente latina. ¿Tú me entiendes? So, we respect that, you know what I'm saying? Pero y una pregunta, yo, what's going on with this guy, Plant? He's running his mouth too much.
He's running his mouth, man. That's what I'm saying, man. If that dude wanted to fight me, he could have been fighting me. Now he's saying that I wasn't ready back then. He could have fought me, you know, as an opponent for his last fight. You know, I mean, we're getting ready at the same time, but why is it that this dude, he keeps saying that, you know, things keep falling down? If he wanted to fight me, we can make the fight happen. He's the champion. He can fight whoever the fuck he wants.
Yeah, right.
The reason why the fight's not happening is because he don't want to fight me and he's scared. You know, I ain't gonna say no more. He's just scared. You know, if he knew he could beat me, he would get me out the way. But why doesn't he?
Right.
You don't believe in him.
And there's people saying that, that they send you the contract. Is that true?
I mean, contract. If they would have sent me
I know
contract,
they be clout chasing out there in the other channels. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying, man. But, I mean, I hope that this fight can still happen, man. I feel like that would be a great fight. I feel like we hyped it up to the point where people it needs to happen. It needs to happen. If it doesn't happen this year, it has to happen next year. You know what I mean? So I'm right here. I'm taking out whoever I got to take out. I'm fighting whoever I got to fight to get to either to IBF title or all to other titles. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I'll fight whoever right now just to get to where I need to be.
I mean, we know
you can't fight everybody until you're vaccinated.
Well, I was gonna say one thing real quick. We know Canelo's looking to become undisputed, the first Mexican fighter to become undisputed, and I know Canelo wants that fight so bad. Yeah, I know Plan is asking for too much money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, like either way, for me, it feels like I'm in a good position either way. Okay, let's say a fucking miracle happens and Caleb Plant beats Canelo. Who's next up for Caleb Plant? I'm next up for Caleb Plant. Okay, so when I win this second WBC title eliminator and Canelo beats Caleb Plant, I'm next in line for the WBC title. I'm fighting the winner either or, you know what I mean? So, I mean, I've never heard of anybody who fights two back-to-back WBC eliminators. So, I mean, whatever I got to do, that's what I'm here for. You know what I mean? That's why I'm working hard. You know, I'm going to take out Jose Uzcategui. You know, it's going to be a great fight too. And then whatever comes next, I'm going to be ready for.
No doubt. All right. Appreciate the questions, Guido. Now, Mark, what you got to say, brother? Yeah.
Yeah. What's popping, y'all? What's happening? Can y'all hear me?
Chilling, man. Chilling. We can hear you loud and clear, brother.
What's good, man? Thanks again for having me on. Thanks again for doing the simulcast with me. Mr. Benavidez, how you doing this evening, sir? Buenas noches.
I'm doing good, man. First of all, I just want to thank you, too, for taking your time out to give me this interview, man. You know, like I said, I told everybody here, you know, I appreciate everybody for their time.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
He's sharing it. That's one of my brothers. He's sharing it on his platform. So it's like literally we're watching this interview on 2 different platforms right now, and it'll be shared later on by other platforms as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, Guido was asking him about Charlo or Canelo. I missed the first part, and I didn't.
Caleb.
Oh, he was actually okay. I had a couple questions from a couple subscribers. I'm gonna try to run through them, and I'm gonna pass it around. Cause I know Major Key has other questions. The first question, they said, "Hey, what do you think you have to do to get that Canelo fight?" Obviously, he did not like Boo Boo Andre crashing his press conference, right? So they want to know, what do you think you have to do to get that fight?
Well, for me to just get that fight, you know, just keep doing what I'm doing. You know, I got a tough fight coming up August 28th and just win by knockout. I feel like the other people at Canelo fought, you know, they don't get knockouts like how I get. They don't get stoppages like how I get. So, I mean, the people want to see Canelo not in with the boxer, but in with the brawler, you know, like myself. A brawler that could throw great body shots, have great knockouts. So I feel like I just have to, you know, win my next fight and look impressive. And then, you know, that's what I got to keep doing what I'm doing.
Okay. You had a fight. You had a I think it was 2017. You had a split decision with how do you say his name? Gavril.
Yeah.
Right. Split decision. Less than 5 months later, you came back and fought him again. Unanimous decision. Right. What did you learn from that fight? And what did you do in preparation to not even make it so close the next time? You just kind of blew him away.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of factors to the first fight, man. I was just going through a lot of stuff. I mean, my first title fight at 20. Also 3 weeks before the fight, you know, my uncle had passed away. You know, uncle, you know, is really close to me. And then the week of the fight, I fucking got like the worst flu I'd ever got in my life. You know what I mean? So I'm just dealing with all this bullshit. And so, I mean, I'm not putting on excuses in there. I tried my best and I did, you know, I put on a great performance, you know what I mean? But if you could see the difference from the first fight to the second fight, you knew something was different. You know what I mean? The second fight, I just came out and I destroyed this guy. You know, he didn't even touch me. I won every single round. And honestly, the fight should have been stopped because, you know, his face was super messed up. You know, I was really punishing that guy in the second fight. So, I mean, I think that's what the difference was, you know, because we fought a couple months later and then my head was clear, you know. I mean, obviously I was still healing from all this stuff that happened, you know, but we're just on to the next. So I feel like my head was more clear and I was more concentrated in the second fight. That's why it was a whole different type of fight.
Last question. I'll pass it back to you, Major Key. It's been a lot of talk with you and Jamal Charlo over the last few months. Is that real? Is that something the fans can expect? Are you even willing to, if he's not going to come up to 168, would you meet him at a catchweight to challenge him for that 160 title? Just to honestly, say you did it. I know you have struggled with weight in the past a little bit.
I don't think that fight is ever going to happen, you know, because there was a lot of times it could have happened. And I mean, why not? You know, he could have took a fight with me and then the winner could have won, you know, faced Canelo for the real title eliminator, you know what I mean? Instead, he's taking the fight with, I don't know, whoever he's taking the fight with, you know, no disrespect to the person, but he's fighting, but I don't know exactly, I don't even know who he is. So I feel like the fans would have given more respect if he would have taken the fight with me. You know, we could have fought in September, whenever, you know what I mean? It could have possibly been a pay-per-view fight, you know what I mean? So, and he's just saying a lot of stuff, saying that he's not going to fight me because I'm too young, you know, I need a vaccination, a whole bunch of bullshit, man. Let's just start making it difficult for ourselves. If we want to fight each other, let's just fight each other. Why is this got to be all this bullshit behind it? I mean, there's not just one great boxer in boxing right now. You know, everybody's after Canelo, and I feel like nobody wants to fuck up, you know, potential fight with them. But with me, I don't give a fuck. I'll fight whoever. And if I got to face the best of the best to get Canelo, then that's what I got to do. And that's
hold on. David Benavidez. Are you telling me right here on Major Key Boxing, Breaking Beats, we got you on record, you think Charlo is selling wolf tickets? He clout chasing.
What happened with all that shit went down with him and Daniel Jacobs a long time ago? Did the fight ever happen? Nope. With him and Demetrius Andrade. So I'm seeing like fucking like things now that he turned down like $7 million or $6 million to fight Andrade. That never fucking happened. So I mean, why is it different? Why is it different with me and him? Like me, I'll fight him whenever, man. I just want to fight the best, you know, to prove to myself and to my people I'm the best. But I mean, if you don't want to fight me, don't bring my name up in no conversations, and I'll stop bothering you.
That's
said,
true,
stop
man.
bothering him. Go ahead, Major Key.
Yeah, and with all due respect, the fact of the matter is that you know, he called him out, and then after that, he said, "You got to." That's what I was joking about before. When you didn't hear me before, I was joking about that. I said he's got to be 25 and vaccinated. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, how you gonna make excuses after you call somebody out? Then you start putting stipulations like you got to get vaccinated. Not even the government requires you to be vaccinated. You know what I'm saying? They would like you to.
That's one of the reasons why, like, I started talking my shit at first, because, you know, they would ask me about fights with Charlo, and I'd be like, you know what? It'll be a great fight. I like the way the type of fighter Charlo is. He's a warrior just like me. And then I guess he must have seen that one day, and then he got mad. He's like, oh, I'll break his fucking neck. I'll snap his neck, this and that. And like, man, come on, you say something like that, we gotta fight. Now we gotta fight. Ain't no questions about it. We gotta fight. Bro.
Oh shit, bro. I mean, David, you know I got a special guest in the background, man. Shit. Yeah. Somebody just hopped on. They want to talk to you, man.
What's up?
Hold on a second. Hold on. What's going on, Mr. Nicholson? What's going on?
What's happening, fellas? What's up, David?
What's up?
You know Demar Nicholson, right? The one that just fought Berlanga a couple weeks ago.
Oh shit! Yeah, what's up, bro?
What's up, bro? Man, I'm not on here to start no beef or nothing, man. I'm on here as a fan, bro. That's it.
All right, cool. I thought I was gonna have to get ready real quick. I was gonna have to start talking shit. But...
Yeah, no, I didn't expect that either.
What's up?
He was on here a couple weeks ago, so I didn't expect that either. But then he was like, he just clicked the link. I'm like, oh shit,
yeah,
we got
man. Hey, I'm on here as a fan, man, and a fan only. Of course, you know, we're in the same weight class. We're both fighters. I would definitely love to fight you in the future. But man, right now, I'm not on. I'm building myself back up after my last loss. So I'm just on here as a fan, man. That's it.
I appreciate, man. I appreciate the support, man. I'm right back at you too. We here supporting you as well.
Hey, my only question for you is, brother, hey, what did you think about my fight with Berlanga?
Breaking up a little bit, Demar.
I thought it was good, man. I thought you exposed him a lot. I thought that you showed that if you keep him at distance, you know, you box, you know, then he's really exposed. That he's just throwing big shots, one big shot's trying to land one shot. Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
But hey, I don't know if you've seen it, but I wrote, man, you look marvelous your last fight, man. Ronald Ellis, right?
Yeah.
Didn't you fight?
Yeah,
Ronald Ellis. That was the best I ever seen. That was the best I ever seen him look for the first 4 to 5 rounds, and from there you did exactly what you were supposed to do, man. So hats off to you. And I got a bunch of questions for myself, man. You know, it's good. It's all like good. I said, I'm on here as a fan, but you know, we fighters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's all good.
And I'm trying to get to your level, of course. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know I got to build myself back up to get there and stuff like that. Who's your next opponent for your next fight?
It's gonna be Jose Uzcategui.
Oh, it's gonna
be a good fight, man. Yeah, he comes forward, straight brawler too, so it's gonna be good.
I think he's been stopped before, right?
Nah, I don't think he's ever been stopped before.
Well, he's going.
He's about to get stopped though.
Tell him, David.
I'm not hopping on your jogging of him, but I believe you will stop him.
Thank you, man.
I believe you will stop him. I do believe that.
I appreciate that.
Believe that, man. I'm a fan, man. Definitely. Like I said, I'm in boxing, but I'm also a fan too, man. I'm a huge fan of yours.
Where you stay at?
And I would.
What city you stay at?
I stay in Maryland, man. I'm staying in Maryland.
I'm gonna get in contact with you. We could probably get some sparring. I could bring you over to.
Good. You know, hold on a second. You know, let me jump in here real quick for both of y'all. It's Troy Graham. I tell you what, man. That sounds great. Why don't y'all?
I got bad service.
Why don't y'all come to Umar Boxing in Baltimore?
Say it one more time. I'm sorry, brother.
Yeah. You know, I was gonna invite you both to come to Umar Boxing in Baltimore, man. If y'all want to get some working with each other.
Yeah, we can definitely talk about. Yeah, we'll definitely get.
Yeah. We can talk about that off here. We can definitely talk about it. Definitely, because we got a Hall of Fame trainer down there. We got a great program.
Yeah, man. I just want.
Yeah, man. Because I'd like to see both of y'all in the ring. To be honest with you, man.
Yeah. Thank you, man.
Say it again.
Go ahead, Damon. Go ahead. Oh shit,
Yeah, he
fell
got
off.
off.
Yeah.
I
No,
think
he was having a bad connection anyway. He'll probably jump back on. But anyway, so
Yeah.
no, that's dope, man. That's dope. You see what I'm saying? Like you know, I gave him a interview a couple weeks ago. You know, after the fight, I was at the Belonga fight. I seen that, and he was catching Belonga clean, bro. Like I literally seen the sweat flying off of Belonga's face, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Most of the people left after that fight. They didn't even watch the main event with Navarrete and Diaz. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that was crazy. Like everybody was there just there for that fight. You know, but he stood his own. You know what I'm saying? You know, and we like I said, we interviewed him a couple weeks ago, and he's a very humble guy. So I appreciate him jumping back on right now. He was just having a bad connection. But yeah, man, like he kind of threw off my question. I have my questions, but it wasn't like intended like right after that. So anybody got questions real quick? Because my question is more of the dark side of boxing.
I got a question for you, man. And I heard you bring the brother's name up earlier. You were talking about Charlo, correct?
Yep.
How would you go about coming up with a fight plan to beat him if he does decide to actually fight you? You know, how would you go about fighting him? If you don't mind sharing that.
I mean, it's very simple, man. You see that he's a guy that comes forward. I'm a guy that comes forward too. So, you know, the person who learns how to go back for that fight in the training camp is going to be the winner. You know, you can't always just be there, you know, back and forth. You can do it, but you have to, you know, use the ring a little bit. You have to box. I mean, it's not necessarily just running around the ring. Once you know how to use the ring, you know, you could set them up for different type of traps. There's a lot of stuff that you could do, you know, but obviously Charlo's an elite fighter, so you'd have to use everything into one. You know, you have to use body shots, you have to use jabs, you have to use uppercuts, you know, you have to use counters. You have to put all that into one. I mean, it won't be an easy task. I mean, obviously it won't be an easy task, but I feel like I'm better than most of these fighters. And I got all the tools, basically. I just need to learn how to put them together better than I am. I got great speed, great power, great body shots, great IQs, great uppercuts. You know what I mean? There's just other little stuff I need to do. And I feel like once I get a hold and do the stuff that I know I can do, you know, I feel like I'm going to be untouchable.
All right. And then I'm going to be honest. I'm going to keep pushing for that sparring match right between you and brother that just jumped off. Cause he's because he's a good dude.
Man. Talk contact. It's just that Baltimore's a little far from me. California, that's where I'm going to my next training camp. But
Troy,
I tell you what, his father's in Vegas, so you know I know he'll come to California. I guarantee that he'll come to California, man. Because both of y'all, you know, give off that same type of energy, man. Both of y'all, you know, both of you love what you do, you know, and both of you, you know, are fighters.
Yeah,
I can tell just by watching how you move in the ring and how you're talking right now. I got another name for you, right? One Mr. Alvarez, right? I'm sure you heard about Mr. Alvarez, you know, Mr. Canelo, right?
Oh yeah, Canelo Alvarez, yeah,
right. Now let me tell you what I see with my eye, and you could come back and tell me I'm wrong or whatever. I see your skill and I see where you're at right now. I don't think you take it right now, but I'll give you a year and a half or 2 years, and you're gonna give him some work. How do you feel about that?
Well, I mean, that's your opinion. You know what I mean? If it happens next year.
Yes, sir. With all respect.
No, I'm not getting mad. Everybody's entitled to their own opinions, but I feel like if I get that fight, you know what I mean? Right now, I'm even training on my off season. You know, I've been training for about a month and a half already, but you know, sometimes when the opportunities come in front of you, you got to seize them, and you know, you got to work as hard as possible. I mean, there's a lot of things I know I could do in my off time. You know, I mean, I could go to the gym and work countless hours. That's what I've been doing. So I just got to keep doing what I'm doing.
Yo, let me ask you one question. We passed the 30-minute mark, so of course at this point it's your time. Whenever you have to go, we just ask you where people can follow you. But before that, we have a couple more people in the building, so I want to pass it to Mark Nash after me, and then Rapstar, and then Mr. Sinister. So my question though, because we do full-fledged, straight up, man. I try to educate the casuals about what boxing was like versus what it is right now. That's one major thing. And then also I want to educate people on the dark side of boxing and shit that happens with people's personal lives, like what Ryan Garcia is going through. You went through sometimes like that, and I have faith that in the fact that you've been very vocal and you were a straightforward type of dude. You're a straight shooter. You know what I'm saying? Tell people, like the young people that are listening, right? You know what I mean? Like you know, how to overcome those challenges that you've been through. For example, you know, you lost the belt for you know, the cocaine, and then you lost the belt for the you know, the overweight or whatever. But you were able to come back from it and did a great job. You're still undefeated, great champion. Everybody has belief in you. We're happy to see you here. You're a young man. You're 24. I'm 40. You're 40 years old, about to turn 41 with 9 kids, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I have not accomplished what you've accomplished in your life. So I got nothing but praise for you, but you had to overcome some things. So I want you to talk to the individuals that might be listening, you know what I mean? And educate them on how to overcome those demons.
So, I mean, like, you know, when a person starts messing up and they start going through their mental health, whatever, it's because sometimes, you know, we come from making nothing and then you go to making hundreds of thousands of dollars, man. Sometimes it comes really fast. I mean, especially Ryan Garcia. I mean, I'm not saying he had none of the problems or nothing, but maybe there's, you know what I mean, he probably making well over $2 million, you know what I mean? So sometimes that's a lot to cope with. You know, all this money coming in, all these people being around you, you don't know who's fake and who's not, you know, who's trying to set you up and who's not. But for me, man, it's just like, you know, I felt like everything was coming at me too fast. And then that's when you make mistakes, you know what I mean? The first was the cocaine, you know, just partying, you know, you know, getting caught for doing cocaine and stuff like that. And then it just made me like, you go from everybody being with you and everybody being with you, but as soon as you lose, something happens to you, everybody turns their back on you and be like, oh, yeah, we knew we're not going to be on his side. We're not going to take all the blame with him. Fuck him. He's by himself. So it just made me realize, too, man, just a lot of, you know, just little mistakes could possibly take your whole career away. You know what I mean? And after that happened, you know, I was out for a year and that was the first time I didn't box, or I'm a professional 8 years right now. And I've been, at the time it was like 7 years that I've been boxing. So it took boxing away from me for a whole year. You know, I just didn't know what to do with my time, but, you know, just trying to rebuild myself, you know, being there for my family, like how my family is there for me. And I feel like just when you have good people around you, you know, your mother, your father, you know, you ask for advice and go to church as well too, man. You know what I mean? People are going through dark times. Sometimes they need a higher spirit, you know, sometimes I go to church sometimes too. So
I respect that. I respect that, man.
It's just, it's hard, you know, you don't know what a person's state of mind is, and you don't know how you're going to feel until it happens to you. You know, you're having millions of people, you know, cheering on for you, you know, all this stuff. You know, sometimes you think you're on top of the world and you're not. You know, you think you're more than what you are, and sometimes you need to humble yourself a little bit more. But, you know, I've been through it all, man. I've been called everything. You know, I've been called a drug addict, fat piece of shit, you know, this and that, missing weight. And, I mean, it is what it is, man. But right now, since I'm doing now what I'm doing, my second part of my career is for my family. You know, I just have my son. I have my beautiful girlfriend. I have my life here, my home. So, you know, everything is for them, you know, and everything is I turn my life around just to give it to my family, you know what I mean? And to boxing as well. And I feel like that's helped me a lot.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate that, man. For being honest with the people, because the kids do listen, you know, they want to hear that. So, Mark, you go next. After you got to introduce Rapstar and then Mr. Sinister.
Absolutely. Hey, Mr. Benavidez, again, I would be remiss if I didn't thank you for your time again. 2-time middleweight champion of the world. I mean, super middleweight. Let me be clear, right?
That's extra 8 pounds.
Come on, right. That's a whole lot of power behind that. But what do you say to your detractors and your naysayers to say, hey, he gets hit a little too much, and a guy like Andre or Charlo, who can box, who can bang, have good lateral movement, give you trouble? King Mitch asked, would you be interested in fighting Andre?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes, like I said, you get in a little bit in your head. You know, since I came back, I've stopped everybody. You know, since I came back from my suspension, I've stopped everybody. I think it's been like 4 fights already, you know. So you kind of get in your head like, when I touch somebody, you know, they're going to drop it. Most times these dudes are tough. And the mistake I made was not going to the body quick enough. It took me like 6-7 rounds to go to the body in my last fight. I feel like that's why I was getting hit a little bit too much. I was just headhunting too much. So now, you know, I mean, obviously I know I can't get hit with like that, and it doesn't feel good because your face after it's all red. So that was a little wake-up call to me. Yeah, I was getting hit a little bit too much, but, you know, that's nothing that you can't correct. You know what I mean? That's why right now in the gym doing head movement all day. You're going to see the next fight. It's gonna look different than the first fight. Obviously, the power and all that's still going to be there, but, you know, we're adding a little something to our game plan. You know, and I'm very thankful that happened, you know, just for the fight. You know, I don't feel like I was getting hit too much, but I was seeing that I was getting hit a little bit. But, you know, that's just like a wake-up call that you got to stay sharp. And now we're working on getting out the way. So now whoever said that I get hit too much now.
Charlo said it.
They just made it worse for everybody. Now you're not gonna be able to hit me at all.
Actually, Jamal Charlo has said that. He said, "Oh, give him to me. He get hit too much."
And
My last question.
What happened? I said, yeah. Let's get the fight going on, and then no, I'm too young.
That's crazy. I never heard of that. My last one is this. If you have time, your brother Jose, you said he's one of the reasons why you got into boxing, right? He suffered a devastating loss to Terrence Crawford. In 2018, he has not been back in the ring since. How is your brother doing? How's he doing physically, mentally? And when you think we can expect to see Jose Benavidez back in the ring?
He's doing good. He's doing very good. You know, he just had a daughter too. She's a year old.
Congratulations on your niece.
Yeah, we both kind of had kids at the same time. You know, it's kind of funny, but he's doing good. He's gonna fight on my card. I think he's gonna open the TV card, so he's doing really good. You know, he's looking, you know, very motivated to come back. You know, I feel like he took that loss very hard, but you know, I tell him, like, it's Terrence Crawford, man. It was one of the best fighters, and you're holding up good in the first 12 rounds until that happened. So, I mean, I'm here to motivate him, you know, try to get him back where he was, and you know, just getting his confidence back up. And he's looking great in sparring, and I can't wait.
His legs looking good, because I know that was one of the things.
I can't wait to see him fight too. You know, I'm very excited.
His leg looking good, because that was one of the things in that fight.
That's the thing about the leg. He got shot almost through the knee. You know what I mean? It's always gonna be a factor. You know what I mean? So you do what you can, man. You know what I mean? We're doing workouts, we're doing different stuff, you know, different rehabs for his leg. So I mean, it's not ever gonna be 100%, but we're doing what we can to make it.
Yeah. So moving on, we're gonna get Rap Star in the building. Rap Star, what's going on, our brother from England?
Yeah, man, I had to wake up out of bed, Benavidez. I was asleep. But when my homeboy told me Benavidez was coming, mate, I'm from England. I got a media channel in England. I got 2 media channels. And when I found out you were coming, I'm actually a fan of yours, bro.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that you sacrificed some sleep just to get a couple words in with me, so thank you.
Hey, man, listen, I appreciate for you to come to my brother's Major Key. I'm a supporter of him, and he's my brother from the other side. And I'm going to say this. I don't agree with the panel. I actually have told everybody on my channel that I think I'm not the panel with Troy. I think you are ready for Canelo. Every other fighter that's proved themselves when they were young, they were given the chance. Now, look, I appreciate you being honest. We all fuck up in life, bro. Everybody has a bad time. Even Mayweather had a bad time. What I'm saying is, bro, you deserve your chance. So after he beats Kalen Plant, would you be happy to entertain that fight with Canelo Alvarez straight away, Benavidez?
Oh, definitely. That's what I'm gonna do after this fight. And I'm gonna make an example of Vuskateki, and I'm in here. I'm hungry, man. I'm looking for that opportunity, and I appreciate you. You know, you're one of the people why I keep going so hard, because people like you believe in me. So, I mean, if they want to fight in December, January, whatever, I'm gonna be ready for it. You know, I'm gonna look great in my fight, and now it's on to the next.
And another thing, my brother, I want to ask you. Yeah, you seem like a big lad. So once you have an opportunity to fight for belts at 168, I know it's a bit early, but are you ready to go up in division? Is that something that you're looking at? Is that something that we're going to be seeing in the future? Benavidez at 175, or you know what I mean, trying to make noise at that weight?
No, definitely. My plan right now is to try to collect all the titles at 168, and then, you know, hopefully if I get a fight in with Canelo, get a fight in with Plant, shut that dude up, and then maybe go up to 175, because I do want to campaign at 175. So, you know, I definitely see that weight division in my future.
Yeah, another thing, bro. I met you at 2016. I met you after the Errol Spence and Mikey Garcia fight where you fought J. Leon Love. I met you in the Radisson Hotel. You ain't gonna remember, but hey, I appreciate you giving me the time over there as well, bro.
No, thank you, bro. I appreciate you, man.
I've been a fan for a long time. But look, my last thing to you, bro. I don't want to hog up the panel, but I want to ask you, what British fighter have you ever appreciated, or is there any British fighters like Lennox Lewis or somebody that you can say, yeah, this British fighter was good? You know what I mean?
Definitely. One of my favorites was Prince Nassim Hamed.
Oh yeah, he's my homie.
He's your friend. Tell myself.
Yeah, I met him a few times. Not homie like that, but you know, I know that he's in Saudi Arabia a lot, and he hangs out with one of my friends called Billy Dip.
Yeah, no, he's been one of my favorites, and also too, I also love Joe Calzaghe and Ricky Hatton. All those 3 fighters are amazing fighters.
Hey, man, thanks
So,
for giving me your time,
hey,
Benavidez. I'm
so look,
Rapstar Boxing Knowledge, all the way from England. I'll
my
catch you
brother,
soon, my brother.
my brother
Thank
from
you, man.
across the pond. I appreciate you, Rap Star. So we got Sinister next, then Raider, then Punch Drunk in the building as well.
David, thank you for giving your time, answering our questions. And as a fan, I just want to know, as a fan, straight hardcore fan, are you gonna stay disciplined? And we don't have to worry about you getting your belt stripped or nothing like that, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, honestly, I say this time I'm ready to be a champion, man. The first time, the second time I lost the title for the weight, you know, that was just stuff that I wasn't really ready for the protocols of COVID. You know what I mean? Just being locked in your room all day. But that's not an excuse. But this time I feel like, you know, I'm 100% ready to be the champion and be the guy for our people. You know what I mean? And, you know, I feel like very grateful for all the people who stuck by me. You know, a lot of people be like, man, this guy's fucking full of shit. He's a piece of shit. So, I mean, I understand where you guys are coming from. But, too, I just want to tell all the fans that stay with me, you know, I really appreciate all of them, all the love and support that they've been giving.
That's why we give you the platforms, brother. We appreciate that.
Definitely. Thanks for answering the question. And so we're rooting for you, man. We're rooting for you down here in Houston, Texas, too.
Yeah, thank you,
Major
man.
keys everywhere. Major keys everywhere.
Yeah, big shout out to Texas, man. Thank you.
What's up, Raider? What's going on, Raider? Then Raider after Raider is Punch.
Hey, what's up? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear.
Hey, what's up, David Benavidez? How's it going? Buenas tardes.
What's up, bro? I'm doing good. And yourself?
What's up, bro? Hey, first of all, congratulations on the fight with Uzcategui. And I had a question. When you're looking at the IBF rankings right now, you're currently at number 6, and Uzcategui's at number 5 right now. We know the IBF doesn't have nobody at number 1 and number 2. How important is it to you to get to that number 1 spot to be a mandatory for like Caleb Plant, especially if you beat Uzcategui and hopefully you move up the rankings higher, and especially, you know, like when Canelo gets opponents, you have to be kind of in position to fight him, just in case like the Caleb Plant falls through. If you can keep going up the ranks, how important is that for you right now?
Yeah, you know, it's very important just for me to get to a title. I understand that, you know, I'm not in the back of the line, but I'm not in the front yet, you know. So, you know, my goal is to fight whoever has that spot. If I got to fight another contender to make my way through the ranks, or if I got to, you know, do another title limiter, you know, it's all good with me, man. You know, I know I'm here to stay. You know, I'm not here to pick and choose who I fight. I'll fight whoever. It doesn't matter. As long as it gets me to a world title, I'm down to fight whoever.
Cool, man. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, brother. Appreciate your question, Raider. Punch, welcome to the building.
Good looking out, Major Key. Good looking out, everybody on the panel. David Benavidez in the building. It was good. It's good showing you love to Major Key Boxing, everybody out there. David Benavidez. I hope you got your vaccine shot now, because of course I never heard nobody tell another man, yo, if they want to fight you, that you better go get your vaccine shot. Can you imagine that in the street? Like, yo, my man, tigre, tú quieres pelear? Espera, un momento, let me get a vaccine shot and then we can settle this. You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of, I mean, you probably putting some fear in people to get their vaccine shots. They need you in a commercial, because then you get everybody, you know what I'm saying? But I wanted to just make a statement, not even like a question. I think that you're in position to get the Canelo fight, and I think you're one of the only guys that you ain't gonna need a belt to get that fight. I think Canelo Alvarez is fighting guys like Caleb Plant for a belt, but not for the challenge. It could have been anybody in that position, but you bringing something to the table that is a threat, and that's what's different. You bringing the size, you bringing power, you bringing youth. And that's going to give you that type of fight with Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez is that guy that challenges himself and is that, you know, the number 1 guy. He's going to have to be forced to fight you as a challenger without you having the belt. You're already in position. You are the one that's going to bring that threat. And by bringing that threat, you are the one that's going to make Canelo Alvarez have that mega fight, which I say, I don't think he got a mega fight left unless it's you, or let's say a year or 2 with Edgar Berlanga, because y'all bringing that knockout threat that Caleb Plant is not bringing to the table, Charlo nor Bubu Andre is bringing to the table. So that's really it. I think you're already in position, and it's about, I think it's gonna be about time that he's gonna pick you to fight him.
Yeah, exactly, man, and that's why I feel so motivated, man. I'm in there going hard every day in the gym, running as much as I can, you know, doing as much rounds as I can, because I know, you know, this is for most of the guys that fight Canelo, that's the end of their career. You know what I mean? Not because they get hurt or nothing, because they're just looking at the money. Most of these guys are older men, and they're just like, fuck, you know, this is the most I'm going to get paid. Might as well just retire here. You know, didn't Billy Joe Sanders say that it looks like Callum Smith does that Kovalev? Well, with me, I feel like this is just the beginning of my career, man. This is the second half of my career. Once I beat Canelo or you know, get in position to, you know, win all those titles, that's when more doors open. You know what I mean? And that's why I feel like that's how a superstar is born. He beats another superstar. So that's why I'm looking at it right now, man. I'm very excited. I'm very motivated. You know, I feel like even after Canelo, there could be some great challenges coming too. Imagine a fight me in 2 years with me and Edgar Berlanga. You know, we could sell that
I
out.
see a trilogy with that one. I see a trilogy with that one, brother.
You know what I mean? And
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Those are the type of fights I want. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm working towards. You know, I feel like I just turned 24 in December, man. I got another 10 years left in this game, so I'm not in a rush. Whatever comes my way, I'm gonna be ready for.
Yeah, I said that because I think that you and Edgar Berlanga, the hype that Edgar Berlanga got right now, but you have proven it already. You're the one that brings that imagination of Canelo getting knocked out. I don't see it with nobody else, so it doesn't entice the fans. So I think that you or Edgar, you know, the hype that he's having, but you right now is the only mega fight, in my opinion, for Canelo Alvarez that we could imagine Canelo Alvarez really getting laid out. You're the only one that's bringing that to the table.
Thanks.
Yeah, definitely. I think you have the best chance at 168 pounds to beat Canelo. That's for sure. That's for sure. And you know what, David? Everybody knows that. You know. Don't think that you're the only one that thinks that. Most everybody knows that. That you know that you're the toughest challenge for Canelo at 168 pounds. I've seen it through all the YouTube channels, and I'm pretty sure everybody here can vouch for that.
No, definitely. Like, you know, I know that as well because the guys at Canelo's fighting, no disrespect to them, they're top-notch guys, but, you know, they don't go to the body like me. They don't, you know, throw, you know, flurries like me. They don't got a jab like me. Of course, they got good movement, but movement is not going to win you the fight. You know, you can do the movement, but you always got to come back with the offense at the end too. So, I mean, I feel like, you know, I'm barely getting my man strength. You know, I'm stopping people to the body, stopping them with headshots. You know what I mean? So, I feel like all this, you know, this experience that I'm getting, man, is just helping me. And this next fight I'm gonna get, it's gonna be a tough fight. I know it is, but I'm gonna come out on top, and I'm gonna stop Uzcategui too. And after I get done with that experience, then, you know, hopefully it's on to Canelo.
Yeah, now I know Troy Graham is next, but what'd you think about the fights, the fight this weekend? You know what I'm saying, with Ramirez and Taylor, man. How did you see that, man?
Amazing fight, man. Amazing fight. You know, hats off to Josh Taylor, man. He really studied. You could tell he studied Jose Ramirez. He was ready for everything he was going to do. You know, he was throwing some beautiful left hands, man. Beautiful uppercut. And, you know, Jose Ramirez, I was going for him. He's my guy. But, you know, I also got to show respect to Josh Taylor. He's a true world-class champion.
Yeah. No doubt. Go ahead, Troy.
Yeah, you know what? I just want to tell you again, I appreciate you because I'm sitting here being quiet and I see your realness, I see your humbleness. I have a question for you, right?
Yeah.
Once you get past this guy here that you're fighting, right? Who would you like to fight next? Who's the next person you'd like to fight next?
I mean, the obvious answer is Canelo. I would love to fight Canelo, but
okay.
If opportunity come, you know, with maybe I'll fight Callum Smith, maybe I'll fight, you know, who else is in there? You know,
okay.
I just want to stay busy, man. I don't want to, you know, just wait for guys and, you know, when they're ready to fight me, that's when I fight. You know, I just want to stay busy. You know, if I got to fight another contender, what else I got to do? You know, I don't think Caleb Plant is going to want to fight after that fight. You know what I mean? So we're just waiting. Whoever they need me to fight, I'm here to fight. You know, I take my job serious. I'm a professional fighter, so I got to fight. It doesn't matter who. I'm down to fight whoever.
Right. Now I got another question for you because I know you had mentioned 175 pounds, or it was mentioned to you, right?
Yeah.
Let's say that you could get a fight with, I don't know, you just pick three, but I'm gonna throw a name out there to you, right? Mm-hmm. Let's say if you get a fight with like Joe Smith Jr., would you take it?
I'd definitely take it. You know, I was actually, you know, if I could get a fight with Badu Jack or John Pascal, those dudes are fighting. Shit, I'll jump to that too. You know what I mean? Right now, I feel like I just got to challenge myself. You know, I think that the inner motivation comes when these big challenges are accepted and these fights are signed. You know, that's when you get a little voice in your head, be like, we got to go harder. We got to put more shit into the training camp. You know what I mean? So, and I've always been a person like that. I've always worked hard. You know, I've been working like a professional, you know, world champion professional since I was 15 years old with the training camps we've been doing. That's why I think I've gone so far now. So now I know how to work. Now let's just put the work in and, you know, reach for greatness and see what happens.
Right. And I seen a bunch of your fights, and I'm always impressed that you have all that length, but you could fight real good on the inside, man. You fight real good on the inside.
Yeah,
Who's the
that was always my on the inside. I always wanted to fight on the inside because I was always fighting the bigger guys. I was sparring the bigger guys, and I always had like a chip on the shoulder when I went to go spar. I always wanted to prove to my dad that I was, you know, his son, you know, because I was never an amateur, you know, my amateur record was never declared like that. It was more my brother's. So he had all the glory of my dad, well, my brother, you know, in the amateur tournaments. And the only thing I had to, you know, show to my dad was the sparring. So I always went hard and I always try to, you know, do the best on the inside.
Okay, and the last question, so I can shut up and let everybody else ask your question. I actually want to invite you to do something, man, because you have a home here now, right? This is like your home, right?
Yeah.
So I don't care if you sparring, I don't care if you training, I don't care if you just want to come and talk about your next fight. Major Keys Boxing is now your new home. Anytime you got anything coming on, reach out, or you know, hey, I'll go ahead and reach out to you again, right?
Yeah, thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. I really do, from the bottom of my heart, man. I really appreciate you extending your hand and, you know, allowing us to train to the gym, man. It's really special. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Much respect over here, man. Much respect. You know what I'm saying? The back and forth was very easy. It wasn't hard. You know what I'm saying? They're very easy to get this done. So, you know what I mean? I wish more people would have tried it before because you're somebody that needs to be highlighted, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, man. So, appreciate you guys. Do you guys still have more questions or? Because I got to get a workout in and a little bit.
Well, okay. Mark, Raider, and LA or Punch. One more question, and then we will let the man go because he was generous with his time. It's almost been an hour. So after that, I'll ask him to share where everybody could follow him, and then we'll wrap it up with him, and we'll talk some boxing after that. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Thanks again.
Thank you,
guys. Last question for me. You said you are more focused. You're going to be more focused and dedicated this time around. You see what happens when you lose that belt, right? It's gonna be real hard for them to give somebody like you another chance because you're so dangerous. What are you doing different in your day-to-day in your training to make sure, hey, I do not fall down that slippery slope again?
Well, since I got suspended I'm not suspended, so I got the belt taken away from there. I've just been watching my diet, especially, you know, right now I'm like at 190. You know, I got was at 21 pounds and I have like 15 weeks left to the fight. So by the time I leave here to my camp, I'm trying to be at 185. So I just, you know, just watching the weight, you know, just living a more calm lifestyle now. You know, I got my son, you know, he keeps me up all day, you know, so all my attention and my focus is on him. When it's not on him, you know, it's, you know, my girlfriend, his mom, you know, and then I go to the gym all day, come back, go to the gym again, and that's my life now. And I feel like, you know, just looking at not even just boxers, you know, just like really like athletes that motivate me. And, you know, you see Cristiano Ronaldo, LeBron James, these guys, they really made their professional lifestyle. You know what I mean? I heard LeBron James, he wastes $2 million on just keeping his body in check, you know, just like physical workouts and stuff like that. Cristiano Ronaldo too. So I just seeing type of stuff like that. You know, I really got to make this my lifestyle. You know, just staying on top of the food, healthy food, you know, regular workouts, regular jogs. So that's how I'm keeping it now. I'm just, you know, my day it's boxing. It starts with boxing and ends with boxing.
That's what's up, man.
Thank you again for your time, Mr. Benavidez.
Thank you, bro.
And Mark Nash again is sharing this on his platform. I appreciate you, Mark. Raider, next question.
Absolutely. Yeah, David, from Caleb Plant and Charlo, which one of those two guys, if you could only fight one of them, which one would it be from those two guys?
I don't know. It's a 50-50 with both of them because I know with me and Charlo, that would be a great fight that everybody would love to see. But then on the other side, me and Caleb Plant, everybody would love to see that too. But I feel like just because how bad I want that fight, I'd rather pick the Caleb Plant fight. I think that would be, in my opinion, you know, a more devastating stoppage. And that's exactly what I want to do. I want to get my hands on Caleb Plant. So that'd be the one I'd rather fight first.
Yeah, because I've been seeing for this while already when Caleb Plant went over there and try to over there talking smack with your brother, and you over there behind him. And then when he was being all fake, when he was coming down the stairs, and when he saw you, he's like, "Oh shit," you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was kind of like he was being fake, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, that's how that guy is. That's why I don't like him, man. You know
Yeah.
that when that shit happened with him and my brother, we had 3 people there, and he started punching my brother. He went behind his trainer. You know what I mean? Whatever happened to his trainer, that's what happened to him. But then the next day after, he comes back. He gives my brother a hug. It's fake, being all fake. And then I see like the next week after, he's on the fucking doing an interview talking shit, saying that he punked my brother, this and that. So I mean, you guys could think, he's tough. This guy talks, he's super serious. But this dude, he's nothing but a bitch, bro. Honestly, that's what that guy is. He's just a bitch. That's what he is. You know what I mean? So that's why I've never liked him, man.
Man, we all
It's
want
just
to
that
see
he
that
tries
fight,
to
bro.
act tough for you guys, bro, and he's not that. You know what I mean? He's not he tried to act like he's a killer, but he had 12 knockouts. He has 22 fights with 12 knockouts, man. So he's just fake. He's just trying to fake his whole persona. He's not like that.
Yeah, trust me, bro. We all want to see that.
Yeah.
But hey, you know what?
Appreciate your question, Raider.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to say thank you. We appreciate it, David, for coming on these YouTube channels. Not that many boxers do that, and we really appreciate you, bro, for that, man.
No,
Thank
of
you.
course. Thank you.
That's
Thank you
fact.
guys, man.
Yeah,
That's fact, man.
and thank you, Major Key, for having me on, man.
Of course, brother. Of course, man. As long as we keep it professional, it's all good all the time, bro.
That's
And
right. That's right, my boy. All right, you guys keep it cool, man. Thanks.
Punch Drunk next, and then Rap Star, and then David Benavidez already expressed that he's trying to leave the building. So,
Take your time.
you know what I mean?
Again, thank you for answering our questions. I want to ask you, in boxing, what's the real and what's the fake when people trying to make fights? Is it that hard to make fights happen? Or what's the misconception of what you think people, people on the outside, like fans, say, oh, these guys should be fighting, this guy's ducking what, this guy's ducking her, this and that. Is it easy to make fights or hard to make fights?
I mean, from what I've gone through, it's just super hard to make fights, bro. And it's not only because the promotion, it's because of the fighter. You know what I mean? I feel like if 2 guys really want to fight each other and they're on the same promotion company, it shouldn't be hard to make. But I feel like sometimes, that dude is just capping, man. He's just talking shit, acting like he really wants it, but what they don't. It's either it has to be either one or the other one. That's why the fights don't get made, because one acts like they want it, but they really don't want it. You know what I mean? And that's exactly why it don't happen.
So the fighters got more. They got power, but they go out there and put it all in the promoter. Like I fight whoever they put in front of me, but they have the power. You got the power to fight.
Yeah. Especially if you're a champion. Yeah.
Okay. Man, thank you for answering the question, man. Everybody in the panel, thank you, Major Key Boxing. Love y'all. God bless.
On to the next.
Already know.
Yeah. So, Rap Star, what's your final question, brother?
Hey, Benavidez, man, once again, bro, thanks for showing love. I'm going to be covering you a lot on my channel. I'm going to say this, Benavidez. I wanted your views on some of these big fights that have been made recently. And the reason why I want to ask you, because I know you know Errol Spence really well, but what about this fight with Manny Pacquiao, bro, versus Errol Spence? This is a fucking, where some fans are kind of like shocked.
Honestly, I'm shocked
fight,
too.
Bro?
I'm shocked too. I didn't think Manny Pacquiao was gonna go. I feel like, in my opinion, the best fighter at at welterweight. But that just alone shows you what type of legend Manny Pacquiao is, bro. How old is he? Like 44 years old.
42.
He's still going after the best. I feel like he's only doing that to outdo Mayweather. You know what I mean? If he couldn't beat Mayweather, then he's gonna beat the champion. Or you know what I mean? There's always gonna be that. Some people like, Manny Pacquiao. He's fighting the best still. And Mayweather's still in defeat. But I feel like he's just doing that for pride. And I don't know. Manny Pacquiao's Manny Pacquiao, bro. I don't even know what's gonna happen in that fight. I feel like there's gonna be a couple knockdowns, but it's gonna be a fucking amazing fight, and I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see that fight.
And listen, bro, I'm told you this already, yeah? Before I go, I'm rooting for you in the Canelo fight. I've been talking about it. And let me just say this. After Kalen Plant, Benavidez, I'm getting on Canelo's neck. If you're ready for the fight, we're going to be calling it out because you've already announced.
He's not lying either. He's not lying either. He will go with it.
I'm not lying. If you ever watch my channel, Benavidez, I want you to watch. We have some serious free smoke. And I'm going to say this, Benavidez. You've announced on Major Key Boxing around the world that you're ready for Canelo. So I'm going to get on Canelo's. I'm going to get on Canelo's neck. That's all I'm saying, bro.
Yes,
All
sir.
right,
Thank you,
man.
man. I
Yo, I
appreciate it.
appreciate. Yo, David. First and foremost, let people know where to find you. You know where they can support you. You know, and all of that. Please let the crowd know so they could go ahead and start following you from now if they're not following you already.
You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Benavidez300, and that's where I'm gonna be giving all the latest news and anything that's going on.
Instagram. Okay, cool. Well, yo, do a little plug, man. Tell them that Major Key Boxing is where the real fighters are at. You know what I'm saying? Let them know.
Man, Major Key Boxing, man, this is dope, man. I appreciate you guys inviting me. You know, being great. You know, having great conversation, man. This shit was dope, man. And hopefully in the future we can do it more often, man. I'll be down. Just let me know whenever you guys
man.
want.
I'll be reaching out to the promoter I reached out to. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you popping up, man, on time and all of that, man. I appreciate you, brother. Salute to you, man. And I have nothing but blessings for you. You know what I'm saying? My prayers are going to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that you were. That's why I asked you about the dark side stuff. You came out of that, and you're still somebody here that's relevant. That's probably in everybody's mind as somebody that could beat Canelo. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? Like, so respect to you, man, for showing up to the platform, brother.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Yes,
Thank you,
sir.
guys. I appreciate you guys.
Much respect for your time, brother. Much respect.
Thanks, mate.
Much respect.
Champ, thank you, David.
Right.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, man.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Only on
Many
Major
more to
Key
come, brother.
Boxing. Hey, that
Many
kind
more
of
to
interview
come.
can only happen on Major Key Boxing. Straight
Yes,
up
sir.
interview, bro.
It's actually on Breaking Beats right now too. We simulcasting. We doing a simulcast. So shout out to everybody who's watching on Breaking the Beats. Shout out to everybody
facts,
watching
man.
on
Yo,
Major Key
support
Boxing.
to everybody that's watching on Mark's channel. Again, you know what I'm saying? Support mad respect to Troy for getting me the information so I could reach out. You know what I mean? And we made it happen. So mad respect to everybody. But yo, so I know Mark is I guess you're doing your episode. I'm gonna cook a little bit more here for like the next 30 minutes. So I don't know if you want to switch over to your channel. I just want to talk about the last week in boxing. And then after that, I'm gonna ask my crowd to go over to Mark Nash to show some support, because Mark Nash has been supporting the channel since day one. You know what I mean?
Literally since day one. So yeah, we're gonna do the after party when Major Key ends. We'll still be live on my channel. If you on my channel,
start cooking,
bear with me, and I'm gonna end this over here, and I'll be right back. Thank you again, Major Key, for the opportunity to be on the panel.
Yes,
thank you again, Troy. You already know what's up, Rap Star. I like that
Yo,
logo.
respect, my brother.
Yes,
all
sir.
right, Punch Drunk. Thank you again, Guido. What's up? And Raider, everybody who was in the chat asking great questions. Man, you guys are the best part of the show. Thank you again, Major Key. I'll see you a little bit later.
All right, yes, sir, man. So yeah, everybody afterwards, man, make sure y'all show up to Mark Nash. We're gonna cook though, because I want to cook a little bit as far as like what's been going on. Troy, Rap Star, show it off. Like start off the topics, because I'm about to use the restroom real quick. You know what I'm saying? But yo, God, bro. I mean, this is the first time we're talking about it here. I know we heard about a bunch of shit on different people's platforms, but we're talking about the first time here.
Yeah,
right?
so let's talk about this. You know, with Benavidez, Troy.
Exactly,
I mean,
that's what I want to talk. No. I was trying to talk about Ramirez, bro. Ramirez Taylor. That's what I was trying to.
Yeah, but I just want to say this before we get on that. I think Benavidez is ready for Canelo. I think he deserves an opportunity, and you know we cook on that another time. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah. And y'all can lead into that. I'm gonna use the restroom, so it's whatever y'all want to chop up. But I definitely want to touch on the Taylor versus Ramirez. At 11 o'clock. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna use the restroom. I'm gonna leave it up to y'all. Guido's back in the building. Y'all chop it up for a second, man.
Hey, yo, guys, I want to say this. Yo, Glenn and Troy, Rapstar, man, we did it, bro. We fucking did it for the boxing community. You know what I mean? This is what boxing is all about. You know what I mean? Get the question in. You know what I mean? It was good talking to David Benavidez, man. I just want to say, yo, David, thank you for coming, man. We really appreciate it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, David Benavidez is here to support the people. You can see it. He appreciates his
realness.
fans.
You can see he don't take no bullshit. You know what I mean? And that's what we need for a lot of these boxers these days. A lot of cloud chasing. You know what I mean?
Even Troy
David,
said
keep
to him,
it to you war. You know what I mean?
Troy don't normally give people compliments. Even Troy said to him, "I like the way you're humble, your attitude."
I don't. Okay.
I said I like the way you gave him a compliment, Troy.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, man, there's much more to come, and just a lot of work, and you gotta keep the faith and always put God first. There's a lot more to come. It takes a lot of work to get people like him on, and you know, I just have a lot of respect for the young brother. Like I said, you know, I did my homework on him, and then I listened to him speak. he loves what he does. He gives off that energy, like he
Yep.
truly enjoys what he's doing. And I wasn't being disrespectful when I said he wasn't ready yet. There's actually a reason behind why I said that. But yeah, it's definitely a good reason why I said that. But he loves what he does, and I love watching him work. Those are the type of fighters that I enjoy.
Yeah, but the
I
thing
might
is,
have,
right, Troy, is like what Punch
yeah.
said earlier. After
Huh?
Kalen Plant, then there is no big fight for Canelo. Canelo's next big fight after Kalen Plant, Guido, it's got to be Benavidez. Who the fuck is it?
I'm
You?
sorry, say it again.
I said
I,
after
I,
Kalen Plant, after
yes.
Kalen Plant with Canelo. If Canelo beats Kalen Plant, the only fight really for Canelo, a big fight, is David Benavidez. Let's
Of
keep it
course,
real.
and Rapstar, that's gonna sell a lot of pay-per-view. That's gonna be a big fight. Two Mexicans, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna have a lot of Latino fan base gonna want to buy the pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be a big fight. You know what I mean? Of course it will. You know, that fight would definitely sell. I'll tell you that. More than Plant. You know what I mean? So
Facts. That's a big fight.
that'd
Yeah,
be crazy in
Canelo
Texas.
only wants to make big fights, bro. Canelo
That
wants
that,
mega
that was so,
fights.
I bet you this, Rapstar. That was sold out the Texas, the Cowboy Stadium.
Yeah.
That would break records. I promise you that. It will break records.
I think that'll do more than what he did last time, 72,000. I think he'd do about 80, 90,000 in there.
Maybe 100,000. Who knows? How many people could fit in that stadium? I believe 100,000, right?
I think about 90,000 there.
90,000 in Cowboy Stadium.
I don't know. Is it 100,000 Major Key?
Shit, I just got back, bro. Black and Brown, what's going on, brother? Why don't you click the link? What question y'all was asking?
I said,
no, we were just talking about the favorite David Benavidez and Canelo. If it happens, what state? And I'm saying,
bro,
it would sell out on Cowboy Stadium.
Let me tell you something. A fight like that, man, you got to put at Allegiant Stadium, the Raiders Stadium. You know what I'm saying? And that's where it's gonna happen because Allegiant Stadium is humongous, bro. They're about to hold
How
the
many
fight
people though?
Tyson Fury and what? It holds more than 100,000.
Yeah. Okay, so that's what I was just saying.
It's a $2 billion stadium. It's a $2 billion stadium that they built for the league. Yeah. So it's what I'm saying is that that's where they're holding. That's where they hold. Yeah, I do got a library, bro. G-Ball. Yeah, I do got a library. the Art of War, my boxing shit, my girl's Harry Potter up on top, the collection. Yeah, we do. But anyway, which one is it? Fury versus Wilder is going to be at Allegiant Stadium.
No, we're talking about David Benavidez. If he fights Canelo, he could sell maybe over 90 to 100,000.
I understood that. But with the question that Guido asked me was what stadium, and I was saying Allegiant Stadium. That's the biggest stadium to sell out right now.
That holds like 100,000, right, Glenn?
Like more than that, yeah. More than that. That's what I'm trying to say. At least 100,000, but it's
If that's the case, then damn, you know. I think he'll break record than 73,000 that he did.
Of course. If you can make it happen, of course, yeah. But what's good?
Yeah.
Hey, Major Keys, you want to tease, next week's show without saying what's coming on?
Go ahead, tease it, bro. Tease it. We here.
All right.
I think we got a track record already to show people that we're not bullshitting, man.
We got a special
we're not bullshitting, man. We going live, bro.
We got motherfucking Dom King.
Our schedule is lit through the end of June. Okay, we're gonna have interviews every single Major Key Monday. So go ahead, tease them, Troy.
Yeah, all I can tell you is that next week he's a Hall of Fame light heavyweight, and he's one hell of a fighter, right? He's a fighter's fighter. Just like David Benavidez, he's a fighter's fighter. I don't think there's anybody who he didn't fight.
Knocked out a pound for pound #1. Was a Ring Magazine champion, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. That's all we gonna say. That's all we gonna say.
Man, they got.
Let's just say this,
don't
man.
Spoil it. Let them wait for it. You know what I'm saying?
No. But let's just say this: every time you come to, come to this panel, right? Our purpose is to make you leave feeling that you did not waste your time. that you actually gain something by coming through here. If you want to go someplace and hear everything else over and over again, that's cool. But when you come to Major Keys Boxing, you're gonna feel like your time was well spent, and you're gonna leave with a smile on your face, and you're gonna leave with a smile on your soul as well. Now I'm gonna be quiet.
Now keep talking. Stop being quiet.
Yo.
Hey, Glenn, I know what fight is that. Nah, never mind.
No, go ahead, bro.
I was gonna say I know what fight it, but I'm not gonna say it, you know.
Yeah, no, don't say it because look, they trying in the chat. They trying in the chat.
I'm not gonna say, but I got you.
He was one of the best.
I don't need to say nothing else. We're good.
No, you gotta keep giving the people some clues, Troy.
No, but the fight with Taylor. Listen, the fight with Taylor that was Saturday. Taylor and Ramirez, right?
Yeah.
That was a damn good fight between two champions. And if it wasn't for those two knockdowns, we might have had a closer outcome at the end of the fight. It wasn't for those two damn knockdowns. That was a damn good fight. Damn good fight.
Ramirez showed tremendous heart from getting dropped like that.
Major Key Boxing, you got a request from the chat. They said, can you please try and get Keith Thurman one day?
Oh, we're working on a lot of people. You never know who's gonna pop up, bro. You never know who's gonna pop. There's people that either you know or you don't know, and they're gonna teach you something, or you already know something, and they're still gonna teach you something. Look like Benavidez. Nobody thought that Benavidez was gonna show up on Major Key Monday, but he did, right?
I did.
Listen, who is in the background? I would gladly let you on if you tell me your name, but your name is not Peter Griffin, and you're not Bullman. So, you know what I mean?
Man.
So if you're gonna actually show your face in the background, because I'm not putting you live. If you show your face, then it's Slugger Sam.
Sure, you sure that's Slugger?
It probably is because he's Bullman because he calls himself Big Man. Yeah,
I don't know.
Yo, is this Slugger?
Yeah, that's Slugger.
Slugger, the fucking little slag bitch.
Slugger, is this you, man?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
All right.
Yeah, we heard you. Did you see the interview, man?
Yeah, you're welcome for letting you on the fucking platform after all the shit talking you do.
Yeah, you talk a lot of shit, Slugger. You ain't got no respect for fucking people.
No, I do. That's why I didn't hop on when you guys had the interview. But no, I just wanted to say, Major Key, man, congrats on getting David on the show, man. That was a really good interview. I liked it. And yeah, man, I'm really excited to see this young cat doing his thing, man. I hope he gets a shot soon, man. That's all I can say.
That's what's up. So all right. So on a serious level, right, Slugger, because this is not Free Smoke Friday. We're talking serious boxing, right? So
no, I know.
All right. So on a serious note, right? So what do you think about like what we were talking about as far as the boxing events coming up and what just happened as far as Ramirez and Taylor?
I just hopped on like 10 minutes ago. So 15 minutes ago. So I don't know what you guys said before that, but as far as the Taylor and Ramirez, to me, I was a little disappointed in Ramirez because I was rooting for him, and I thought he was doing pretty good in rounds 1 and 2. I thought he had it, and then after that, he just he started slipping up, and Taylor did his thing. But
yeah.
You said upcoming fights though. Which one are you guys looking forward to?
Shit, man. There's so many coming up this summer, man. This summer's gonna be lit. Which one would you guys
Charlo versus Brian Castaño?
Hold on, we also got Hemi Menguia fighting next month, and then we got Gilberto
we got another
Ramirez
undisputed fight coming with Jamel and Castino.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's undisputed. Yeah, that's true. That's undisputed though, Guido.
Yeah, that's undisputed.
That's in the summer though. That's in the late summer.
You know what?
Yeah.
I actually think Jamel's gonna have a handful, especially in the first 7-8 rounds. Major Key, homeboy there, Castino, he's fucking very aggressive, bro. He can fight in the pocket. You gotta remember, he even pushed Lara back. Lara wasn't able to do much with him either, bro. So I think Jamel Charlo's gonna have some tricks to deal with early on in the fight. I don't think it's gonna be a walk in the park like people think it is, bro.
So we got, because we kept saying this is undisputed year, right? So 140 is undisputed. 154 is about to be undisputed. 168 will be undisputed. And then 2 more are left, heavyweight and 135. because technically Tio is not. But
Well, that
know,
depends how you look at it, because last few days ago, the WBC announced a new certification for Teofimo Lopez for both of his belts. And you need to go and check that out, Slugger Sam, before you make any fucking comments. Because you also always make these comments behind our backs. You keep fucking telling people Teofimo's not undisputed.
I say it all the time, whether you're here or not.
But let me just say this. Let me ask you this.
Time.
So are we fucking blind? The fight that he had with Lomachenko, are you blind?
No, but listen.
So what was that fucking fight with the WBC about then?
No, look. I've said it a million times. If you don't want to hear me out, I don't know what to tell you. I told you he doesn't have the lineage belt. It doesn't matter how he got. No, but hear me out, Rapstar.
The WBC have certified his championship as a champion and a franchise champion.
Yeah, but I'm saying nobody. But listen, but nobody else recognizes it though.
Who's
Rapstar?
nobody else, bro?
I'm talking about WBA, the IBF, and the WBO. They don't recognize that.
What I'm saying to you, when the fight that gets announced with Devin Haney, right?
Yeah.
A few weeks after that, they're going to be announcing the undisputed fight with Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos.
They're not though with George Kambosos.
Well, they did it last time. They're going to do it again.
It's not undisputed, bro. It's not undisputed.
Okay, when they announce it undisputed, and when
Mauricio Sullivan, let me correct you real quick.
Let me ask you this: when Mauricio Sullivan says that this fight is for the undisputed championship, I want to hear you say something after that.
Hold on.
No,
like I said, did you see what ESPN said the other day? Fighters that was undisputed. They had Teofimo, they had Quafu, and some other fighters. Didn't you see that shit on Saturday?
No, but
the list of undisputed fighters. Come on, man.
Gudo. What I'm trying to tell you, sorry, bro. What I'm trying to tell you is, I don't care.
What are you trying to tell me, bro?
What I'm saying is, I don't care what any of them says because
you full of shit, dude.
No, but hear me out.
Hear me out, bro. You full of shit. Don't come over here bullshitting over here. You're not gonna come over here talking shit.
You don't make the rules.
Telling me bullshit. He's undisputed, and that's it. I'm sick of these motherfuckers. Fanboys defending David Haney. Enough is enough. He is undisputed, and that's it. No debate about this bullshit.
I'm not a fanboy. Just listen to what I'm trying to tell you. What I'm trying to tell you is I'm going by what the other sanctioning bodies say, and they're not recognizing. Listen, they're not recognizing that shit for a reason. Yo, it took the WBO freaking 27 years to get recognized, man. Come on, Guido. What's the matter with you, bro? You tell me overnight. You tell me overnight.
When they announce the fight as undisputed, I wanna know this. When they announce the fight as undisputed, why doesn't the WBO or the WBA or the IBF say anything then?
I don't think they really I don't think it's their spot.
But you're saying something. But what I'm saying is you're saying something. They're not. But the rules where the WBC, which have made their rules and they've changed their rules. Are we not meant to follow their rules because they've changed their rules? Or are we meant to follow Slugger Sam?
No, we're not following no Slugger Sam's rule. We're following all four sanctioning bodies, is what I'm saying.
So why is the fight announced as undisputed with George Kambosos?
So let me ask you this then. If you want to tell me that the other three sanctioning bodies recognize it, so why don't they recognize that every weight division has a franchise champ?
I'm saying that they have not. Why don't they make announcements when Mauricio Sullivan, when he turns around and makes an undisputed fight, and he says that this fight is for the undisputed fight? Why doesn't anybody say anything then?
I don't know. You're gonna have to ask them, bro. I can't.
So
really
why the fuck are you saying it when they're not saying it?
I'm telling you, they don't recognize it. I'm telling you, they don't recognize it.
Let me ask you this: when Bill Haney went and spoke to Mauricio Sullivan in front of everybody in the TV on Beauty Shop, how come Bill Haney never asked him that question? How come Bill Haney never even asked him? How come Bill Haney never said to Mauricio Sullivan, "Oh, he's not undisputed"? Why doesn't Bill Haney not say nothing to Mauricio Sullivan? Who made the rule?
Because Rapstar, this is what I'm trying to tell you. You're trying to get me to answer a bunch of questions that you want answered, and I'm just trying to tell you this franchise bullshit belt does not have a lineage to it. That's all I'm telling you. That's it.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Are you a UFC fan or boxing fan?
I'm both.
Okay, so let me ask you this. The fight with Estrada and Chocolito, right?
Yeah.
How big of a fight is that?
That was a really good fight. I liked it.
So it's because of the franchise championship they're making another
No,
legacy
it's
fight.
no, it's not, bro. It's got that fight was big on its own. That fight had
No,
nothing
you're
to
not
do with
listening. Let me tell you the
damn.
rules of boxing. Let me teach you the rules. If that's not franchise, Estrada couldn't get that fight again. It wouldn't be a rematch.
Yo, look. At the end of the
let
day,
me tell you what the franchise is. Let me tell you what the franchise is.
No, just
Let
answer
me
the
tell you
question.
what the motherfucking franchise is, bro. The franchise means you need to make legacy fights. So after this, Teofimo Lopez needs to make big fights. Otherwise, it's not worth having the franchise.
Okay, so let me ask you this, Rapstar.
Yeah.
If Haney's belt means absolutely nothing,
I never said that.
No, but
You're
just
saying that.
No, I'm not saying that because I'm telling you his belt is the lineage belt. That's exactly
11
what I'm
o'clock,
saying.
right?
Huh?
Major Keys. Major Keys.
What up? What up?
What time?
What time?
What time we ending? 11?
It's 7 minutes. 11 o'clock. I always keep it till 11.
Okay. All right, just checking.
No, trust me. I was gonna cut them off in a minute. I was just letting them rant because they
No,
going
I'm not even trying to rant, Major Key. I didn't bring it up. Rapstar brought this shit up. I'm not trying to go at this.
But yo, and with all due respect, bro, like since you popped up, we dropped like 20 viewers, bro, with this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I can see why Troy's asking me that. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, we had a great live. You know what I'm saying? Other people are starting to look for other shit because they're not entertained by what's going on right here, right now. You know what I mean? So, so at the end of the day, man, what we was trying to do was talk about the fight that just happened, right? And then we got to Tio and Haney for somehow again. You know what I mean? When there's so many other fights happening this summer. You know what I mean? There's so many other things happening. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, any last thoughts on any other fights besides any fights relevant to Haney and Teofimo? Is there anything other than that?
No, I don't know. Hold on. I don't know why Rapstar's laughing. This is a you problem, not a me problem.
Okay, shut the fuck up.
You bring this up every time.
Let me tell you why.
You bring this up every time. Bro, I wasn't even trying to talk about it. I wasn't even trying to talk about it.
Nobody wants to listen to your shit anymore. We gave you a fucking opportunity before when Major Key Boxing destroyed you. Now stop this shit because you ain't even Slugger Sam anymore, bro.
Bro, shut your corny ass up. There you go, trying again.
Because you are never fucking a person. You're a troll motherfucker. So I ain't got time for your shit no more. I've already backed you up before.
It's
I ain't
okay.
gonna back you up anymore. I
removed them, bro. Ain't nobody like that gonna be popping up and disrupting a great live against Rapstar, Guido, or Troy Grandma, any one of my boys. You know what I'm saying? They get a little shine for a minute just to see what they gotta say, but once it starts going down there like that, fuck out of here. I'm gonna keep my boys close, and that's that. You know what I mean? So what's going on, gentlemen? Say your final thoughts.
I just want to say this, Glenn.
Yeah.
This is what great live stream, man. This is I want to thank y'all for making this shit happen. For real, you know what I'm saying? This is only the beginning, guys, you know what I mean? We got way more things to come, you know what I mean? So, man, I'm fucking hyped, you know what I mean?
Right here.
Oh, yeah, man. Shit.
Yo. Limited edition. What is it called?
The Art of War, baby. The Art of War.
Hey, Major Key, I like the way that you got it together. You put the shit together, bro. We're proud of you. And you know what I mean? At the end of the day, you announced it on the last second. You could have announced it a couple of days ago. Because, you know, between me and you already told me a few days ago. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I know that you wanted to keep it real. And that was, a great interview from you, bro.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. And again, I appreciate you guys for showing up and being respectful. That's exactly why I send you guys a link first. And just so anybody that's here right now, we got 30 people in the building. Anytime that it's a Major Key Monday, I'm gonna get the people that I understand that have respect for Major Key Monday on the panel first for the first 30 minutes. After that, I'll drop the link and I'm gonna verify you. If you're not authenticated, if you a troll or something, you're not popping up on the panel. If you're somebody that asks real questions, I'll let you on the panel. The moment you disrespect one of the guests, you out of here for good. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. So yeah, respect to y'all.
Yeah, facts.
And yo, and before we leave too, because we got 3 minutes, Listen, man, I'm not somebody to sit here and beg, but if anybody want to show some kind of support, because we're trying to buy new equipment, we're trying to get the banner for my background and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see the Cash App on the bottom. Don't hesitate to support Major Key Boxing. It is what it is. I keep my Cash App separate from my actual funds, because my funds go to my kids. Y'all know I got 9 kids. You know what I'm saying? So all my funds go to my kids. But anything that goes to the Cash App is strictly for business. So if y'all want to show some support, you know what I'm saying, that's exactly where it goes. I'll make sure that every Monday I show y'all exactly what I purchase and shit like that. Mad love to y'all. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But,
before I go, bro, let me just say this. We're working hard behind the scenes. Major things are happening in 2021. Just keep your eye on Major Key Boxing, Rapstar, Punch Drunk, Black and Brown. Support all the brothers. We're going to be doing it this year, bro.
Facts.
And brother, before you go, Glenn, when the fans can buy your shirts, you know what I mean?
Right now, look, my man
brother.
actually has some great quality shirts. He's a graphic designer. The Major Key Monday one, I put it through the wash like 3 or 4 times already, and it's still perfectly in condition. The cloth, the t-shirts that I bought, they don't shrink, they don't fade easily. Good quality shit. So we need to find, me and my boy have to find a price point, because he's the one doing it. He's got the machine at his house. It's not even like I'm going to like a workshop or something like that. It's literally my boy already has the machine at his house. You know what I mean? So we're not using Teesprings and nothing like that. The profit is not between me and a third party middleman. It's me and my boy, and then whatever profit whatever profit margin we decide, we'll start promoting that. But I got a few free shirts to send out, like everybody on this panel here, and Mark Nash, you know what I'm saying, and other people that send me shirts in the past, you know what I mean, like for free. We got a couple people we need to send some free shirts out to, but after that we'll throw it out to the people, and it is what it is.
Yeah, and that fucking guy in the chat, let me just say this, that guy in the pussy in the chat called Bully, man, that's Slugger Sam. That's Slugger Sam in disguise.
Forget about it, Rapstar. Forget about
it. Sam, the little bitch.
Rapstar, please forget about it.
Rapstar, don't worry about that. It's 11 o'clock right now. Any final thoughts?
I just want to say, Glenn, thank you, man. I appreciate you, man. You know what I mean?
Yes,
I appreciate you too, Troy, man.
Everybody go to Mark Nash's channel right now.
This is only the beginning, guys. Better things are gonna come. You know what I mean? So, man.
And that's Mark Q, M-A-R-Q. Thank you, brother Guido, of course, brother.
Have a good night, y'all.
Yeah, Mark Nash's channel. Please go show some support. He came and showed some support over here. Brought his channel over here. M-A-R-Q Nash, N-A-S-H. Go show the brother some support. Let him know that I sent you there. Anybody else have any final words?
No, great fights to come, man. 2021, big things are going on. Just like Major Key changed it around, major things are happening in boxing.
That's facts, brother. That's facts. And you know you can holler at me at whenever, bro.
We out of it. Hey, respect to the chat. Respect to all our people. Respect to the subscribers. We out of it, bro.
Facts. Yo, respect to the chat. Everybody, I love you guys. You know what I'm saying? Mad support. Appreciate you guys. Any final words, Troy Graham?
Yeah, just like I said, man, just stick and stay. You know, share and like and subscribe, and know that like I said, we're not here to follow in anybody's footsteps but our own. So understand, when you come here, you're basically home. You're gonna leave feeling that, damn, I actually felt something, and they valued my time and gave me something.
That's facts, man. We open the panel for everybody. Everybody that want to pop up. We as long as you're not a troll, we're gonna let you get the time. You're gonna talk to these people. You never talked to them before. You appreciate boxing. You want to talk to these people. You're gonna get a platform to do that. Well, we're trying to open up the platform to do that. I explain this to every single person that comes on to the channel before they come on. Every single boxer that shows up on a live, I explain to them that they're gonna be talking to fans, and that's that. You know what I mean? So you know, and they come here. You know what I'm saying? So respect to them for popping up and answering the questions. You know what I mean?
Also, right, I'm never one to be in anybody's pocket, but we are definitely trying to grow, because this is more than a show. It is a business in the long run, and we definitely want to get some merchandise out to you. But once we can't do that all by ourselves, man, we need your help to grow. So feel free to help out in any way you can, super chat, or I don't even know what the other one is.
Yeah, it's a Cash App, because we're not monetized yet, but Cash App, Major Key Boxing, you know what I'm saying, $ Major Key Boxing. We'll see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we're trying to work at things. I already got things in the works. you know, coming out of my pocket, and it's all good. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this for the love of the sport, but any additional help would greatly be appreciated. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You feel me?
Yes, indeed. So everybody bless up. I'm gonna give you a call once we get over here.
Yeah, no doubt, brother. All right, man.
All right, man.
Peace to the channel, man. Again, Mark Nash, MarqNash. Go to his channel. He's doing the after party. Peace to y'all, man.